Let me get the story first. Do you know it? Stay on the microphone. You can hold it on the mic. Do you need some help? But can you recite it?
Peter Piper had a... Peter Piper...
We're discussing this. Let me say it first. Okay, I'm going to say it first. I should have said this first. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers that Peter Piper... We're off.
Technical difficulties, please stand by.
Check 1, 2. Check your mind. Never mind. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, a peck of pickled peppers that Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where's a peck of pickled peppers that Peter Piper picked? You got it? The answer would be no.
Peter Piper had a pickled pepper.
Pop her on the floor. You know it. You don't know this story, girl. You think you know it? Let's hear it.
Peter Piper picked a pickled pepper.
Okay, let's say it together. Okay, you guys stand back against the behind the blue line. Okay, I will say it slowly, and you guys say it. Get ready. Get ready, everybody. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers. Did Peter Piper pick? If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where is the peck of pickled peppers that Peter Piper picked? They did it! Give them a round of applause! That was good. And it was slow. And now we're going to go fast, ladies and
I bought some storybooks for my son. He was then 7. I began to read him these stories. The next thing I knew, I was acting the stories out, standing on his chair, flapping my arms and waving around. So at the end of my performance, which was supposed to be a bedtime story, the kid was ready for popcorn and soda after that instead of sleep. And so I knew then I had something. I could perform comedy, I could perform acting, and I could do poetry, and I could wrap it all up in a package called storytelling.
The old man thought he heard something in the wind. He stopped. He listened. The wind blew. A voice came through the wind. Who's got my golden arm? The old man said, So he started walking faster, and then he stopped. He said, wait a minute, Jim, that had to be your imagination. He listened, the wind blew. The voice came through louder. Who's got my golden arm?
So you just have to realize that you have powers and talents that are innate within you.
The old man said, Boogity, 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 boogity. He ran back on. He slammed the front door, kablam!
And if you continue to tap into that inner energy inside of you, you can become whatever you want to be in this life.
The doors are blocking. Then he ran upstairs to the second floor bedroom. Boogity, 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 boogity. He slammed the bedroom door, kablam!
That music. They call that music the entertainer. As a matter of fact, they called me the entertainer. My business card reads just that way. It says, Scott Joplin, the entertainer. Making people happy with my music was what my life was all about. I wrote this song when I lived in the fine city of St. Louis about 90 years ago. But in
I was always reading, all the time, avid reader. I started with comic books, I must say. I outgrew Archie and Porky Pig, and I then evolved into the Marvel comics. And I was fascinated by this literature, these comic books, because they introduced me to all sorts of new words, and that led me into reading the dictionary.
You know, a highfalutin newspaper critic who wrote for the now defunct Globe Democrat said of The Entertainer, and I quote, "The Entertainer is a jingling work of a very original character, which sets off various strains of a retentive character, which sets the foot in spontaneous action and leaves an indelible imprint upon the tympanum. That's an unforgettable sound to the ear. And what all of that means is that this music makes you want to dance."
This thing where they would pretend they were playing ball by throwing balls from the mouth, connecting with the ball, catching pop flies, boom, and running bases, boogity, boogity, boogity. Now, some folks call that game shadow ball, on account of how Negroes had to play ball in the shadows and whites segregated the map. Well, I played ball all the time. Well, I grew up in Starkville, Mississippi, back in 1903. Ooh, we played baseball all the time. Y'all, I bet some of y'all played baseball too when you were young, huh? Mm-hmm. We played it every day after school, at recess, even on Sunday. As a matter of fact, we would go say, "Big Mama, can we play some baseball?" "Take off them church clothes first, baby." "Yes, Do it again. We be outside playing ball, them nice church clothes would be all hung up. We were part of the game. And we listened to the radio too. Oh yeah, in Mississippi, we listened to the radio all the time. We would hear about the great baseball players like Honus Wagner and Ty Cobb, and of course, that Bambino, Mr. Babe Ruth. But after a while, y'all, we got tired of being around there in Mississippi picking cotton for low and no paying jobs 7 days a week. Someone jump down, turn around, pick a bill of cotton. Jump down, turn around, pick a bill a day. Oh lordy, lordy, pick a bill of cotton. Oh lordy, lordy, pick a bill a day. Jump down, turn. That got old. So we decided to join that northern migration, y'all, and headed on up into the northern cities. Now, my family, we settled in the great city of St. Louis. You could just live there to make more money in St. Louis. You know, when we got to St. Louis, we brought our blues with us too, y'all. Yeah, being from the South, I knew what the blues was all about. Now, I wasn't much of a singer, but my buddy Satchel Paige, he was. Oh, yeah. He would croon all the time on them old dusty roads, going up and down, trying to barnstorm. We'd get on board, and he'd say, "All right, boys, it's getting a little boring up here on this bus. Let's kick it up a few notches. One of my favorites, St. Louis blues." And we would kick it off. I hate to see that evening sun go down. I hate to see that evening sun go down. Call my loving baby, don't left this town. If I feel tomorrow the way I feel today, if I feel tomorrow the way I feel today, I'm gonna pack my trunk, woo, and make my getaway. I got to say, Louis Blues, I'm as blue as I can be. Mix it up all the time too, y'all. And when he be traveling around, oh, he was a master on the diamond. He was built like Babe Ruth, could run like Ty Cobb. And he could outrun any ball hit past him in the outfield. And sometimes he mixed it up with some of those folks down south who were wearing the white hoods and the robe. Y'all saw him a minute ago. They found out how Oscar Charleston took no prisoners, and they start following him around down south, heckling him, calling him the N-word and everything. And Oscar would say, I dare y'all to come down here and say that in my face. I'm Oscar Charleston. A clansman took him up on this offer one time. Yeah. Oscar was running bases, and all of a sudden, here come this clansman out of the stand in full regalia. Oscar was rounding third, and there the clansman was standing face to sheet.
All right, boy, here I am. What you gonna do?
Oscar didn't say nothing. You know what he did? He reached up and snatched the hood off the clansman's head. Oh, you ain't so big and bad now without your face being here, huh, chump? A lot of people recognize the old boy as a city official. Oh, that's Mr. Gilmore. Mr. Gilmore ducked, ran back through the stands.
I seen my lady home last night. Jump back, honey, jump back. Hey, held her hand and squeeze it tight. Jump back, honey, jump back. Hear her sigh, a little sigh. Seen a light gleaming from her eye, and a smile go flitting by. Jump back, honey, jump back. Hey, I heard the wind blow through the pine. Jump back, honey, jump back. Hey, the mockingbird was singing fine. Jump back, honey, jump back. Oh, and my heart was beating so when I reached my lady's door that I couldn't bear to go. Jump back, honey, jump back. Hey, I put my arm around her waist. Jump back, honey, jump back. Raised her lips and took a taste. Oh, jump back, honey, jump back. He said, love me, honey, love me true, love me well as I love you. And she answered, course I do. Jump back, honey, jump back.
You've been a great audience, and I need to tell you, my magic watch is telling me that a nickel is a nickel and a dime is a dime. I would tell you more, but I run out of time. Bye-bye.